What's up, Yellow? I just wanted to go over a quick little like kind of solving tutorial of these new puzzles I got. They're kind of weird, different puzzles, and I just wanted to go over them for fun. The banana. I'll start with the banana. This one was pretty easy. I mean, you saw me do a solve if you watched the unboxing process, but I will say, like, if you scramble this enough, if you spend really enough time, and if you start realizing that it also like does sideways. It'll get pretty scrambled on you, and that makes it a little harder. But to be fair, there's like one or two algorithms that to solve the entire thing, and they're very simple. Yeah, but like it's a really fun puzzle. I definitely recommend it if you just want something like silly and fun. If you're serious, obviously not, but yeah, like I said, it's very cool. It actually gave me a little bit of a challenge for a minute there. Not anything too hard, but yeah, it's fun, and it's a good little, like I said, it'll probably be a gift for my nephew, but that's great. Um, yeah, pretty straightforward. The other puzzle that I tried, and this one was actually surprisingly easy, is this four-way star puzzle. This is called a star cube. Um, but essentially, what happens is like you mix it all up. You spin these like you know little round portions, and it mixes up your colors. And what happens is essentially you just start working and start building one color at a time. And once you have one color built, you can use that just like in a lot of puzzles. You have a layer that you would use to solve, and then you insert other pieces from there. So like once you have a solved layer, you might be instinctively not wanting to touch it, but like I found that if I use that layer, I could take pieces from the other one and or from other colors, kind of manipulate it and move it around, and then that's how I ended up solving like color after color after color, getting to the final color. Kind of like in a lot of cubes, when you get to the last two colors or last two sides or the last two edges, a lot of the whatever you want to call it, it can give you some problems. And I found like I just had like two pieces left that were just swapped, that were just really hard to, again, you don't want to instinctively want to mess up all the work you've done, but you do kind of have to move things around and whatnot and figure it out. But it all fell right into place. This probably took me about 10 minutes. This is surprisingly easy, actually. But then the clock, figured out the method for solving clock. Not very hard. This is just beginner's method, but essentially what you're going to do with clock is there's 9 clock faces on each side. You have 4 pins that divide the 9 clock faces into quadrants. So you have 4 clocks in each quadrant, but the problem is they overlap. You see, like these 4 have 2 in common with this 4, and this one have 2 in common with these ones. So no matter what you do, they're always affecting other ones, and then because the pins and on both sides, you're always affecting a side, or it can get very complicated. So what you do is you build a cross, just like on a 3x3 or anything. And so if you see right here, I've just started, and these 2 cross pieces would be matching. These 2 are close to matching, not matching these, but matching each other. And this one's just kind of different. And so what you do is you just continually take, this is like a kind of a trick that I've noticed, that it's kind of, you got to reverse think in this way, where you don't want to change each clock piece to match these. What you do is you take these clock pieces and match it to one of the other ones. You keep doing that until you've built a cross, and then your corners, everything, and you actually your other side, then your corners. But I'll show you. So we're now, instead of trying to make this match these 2 ones at 6 o'clock, we're gonna take these 2 at 6 o'clock, and we're gonna push those pins up. Sorry, so that way both of those are affected, and we're gonna push these ones down, and then we're gonna pick any other one like this one in the cross that isn't in these quadrants, and we're gonna go ahead and turn these ones to match it. So now when you turn any one of the sides where the pins are up, it's gonna turn, and now we have these 3 in our cross are all matching. So now what we're going to do is let's see. Now we want to take and try and make those match another piece. So like we can push these 2 pins up on the top, which will affect these 3, but not this bottom one. And then we can turn until it matches this one at 5 o'clock. So now we have 4 of our 5 cross pieces at 5 o'clock. Now we push these ones down and these 2 up. So now we have all these 4 quadrants, and we want to turn up one of the bottom levers like this until it matches at, that is 10 o'clock. So now we have our cross totally built. And if you put all of your pins up and turn it, you can see it makes it much more visible. You can see they're all at noon or at 12. So at this point, you don't want to go ahead and start doing your corners. You want to go ahead and flip. So now you're going to flip, and we're going to make a cross on this side. And as long as you don't turn a corner or a knob where the pin is down, you shouldn't affect the cross on the other side. That is the trick. So we're going to push all the pins up with white side facing us now. And we have 2 pieces in common right there. These are both at 1 o'clock. So we're going to turn those just like we did to match this third one over here at 10 o'clock. So let's turn these pins, these pins up, these pins down, and then we're going to go ahead and turn this till it makes a clear 3. And just to double check, just so you know that we're on the right track here, our cross has not moved. That's how you know we're doing this right. So we have our 3 across the center that are right. So we're going to push our pins down, and now we're going to go ahead and match to this one. So let's go ahead and when we push these up and turn the bottom, let's see, we're going to turn them to match 4 o'clock. So now we have 1, 2, 3, 4 at 4 o'clock. Push those down, these up. Now we're going to turn this down to 5 o'clock, and now we have our cross again. So if we push all the pins up, turn these to 12, you can see we clearly have a cross. We should still have a cross on this side if we didn't mess anything up, which we do. So now we can move on to corners. Corners, same principle. We're going to take one corner at a time, but we're just going to match everything else to it. So we're going to put 1 pin down, so everything else moves, and we're essentially going to move everything to match that corner. So this corner has the pin down. This is at 7 o'clock, and we're going to turn all of our cross to 7 o'clock. So now you have cross plus 1. We're going to pop that pin up, put this one down. Now we're going to turn this side. You can turn any knob where the pin is up. And now we're going to turn this all to noon, so it matches that one. Now we have our 5 cross pieces plus 6, 7. Now we only have 2 more. So now we want to press this one up. We want to go ahead and push this pin down, and we're going to not turn this lever this time because that pin's down. I accidentally did that last time, and I was like, oh, I have 1 clock face messed up. What am I going to do? I was really bummed. So anyways, we want to match that one. That's 7 o'clock, so we're going to take all of these, turn them to 7, turn this pin up, this pin down, because this is the last one we need to match. This one is at 6, and everyone else is at 7. So let's go. Now we can turn this one because the pin is up. Let's turn this back. Now we're all at the same time. So all pins up. Now let's go ahead and turn everything to noon. So if essentially you'd hit your timer if you were in an event. Let's check. Both sides, 12 o'clock. That's what you do. You want to do your cross and do your corners. Do a cross on both sides first, then do your corners. And you only have to do corners on one side. They'll both be solved. But yeah, you essentially, like I said, the way that helped me was I thought about it as I reverse thought about it, or reverse thought it. It was, instead of trying to make each piece match the rest of the others, you want to make all of the ones together match the single one, like any other piece that you're trying to match. And just pay attention to which pins are up and down, and it should really be simple. This is literally my first day having this, and I'm ready to give a tutorial. At least I understand how it works. So yeah, that's my oh, and then the last thing in the unboxing was the Hong, but there's not much else to say about that. It's really great. I mean, I think I said this in the video, but like my buddies and I were just talking about how UV coating is slightly unnecessary. We wish that, most cube companies would just stick with the old glossy plastic, because I have some cubes that are almost as shiny as this, and they were just glossy, and they didn't cost me any extra money. But I mean, it is what it is. But yeah, this is a great cube. It's so smooth. So all that's been done to this has been those few drops of Stardust that the kids added to it at the comp. I will probably add just a little bit of something a little bit thicker, just to give it that plush feel. Stardust was great for making it nice and fast and everything, but like I do like that really plush, like kind of squishy feel, but not slow, just where it feels really nice to turn the layers. That's actually what got me to fall in love with standard cubes and whatnot, is just because, man, that matte plastic, something about it when you get it really broken in and it gets kind of glossy and it's really lubed up nice, it just, ooh, I don't know why, but I'm a sucker for that, where that UV coating, all those nice new cubes that have UV coating, which I was really into for so long, they just don't quite have that feel. It's kind of a nostalgic older cube feel, but yeah, it's just a preference. But anyways, if you guys have any questions on anything, the clock is pretty straightforward, same with the other ones, but any questions at all, just let me know. I got this, and I'm going to be releasing a video on how to change the compression cups and why. If you have any Moyu cubes, a lot of people, they realize that, or they see that there's blue and there's purple compression cups for the dual compression inside most cubes. A lot of people think purple is for maglev, but there's plenty of maglev cubes that have blue. There's a difference, and I'm gonna let you guys know what that is and why you might want to pay attention to that, and how you can swap that out if you want to and whatnot. So stay tuned for some good content coming up. Yeah, and I just posted the content of the competition, so hopefully this weekend you guys will have a good time watching the Colorado, what's it called, the Deja Vu, the Happy Crew Deja Vu. That's what it was. It's a funny name. That's why I was like, it's something funny, but Happy Crew Deja Vu Colorado 2024. That was the event. Yeah, check out the content. You guys have a great day. Have a great weekend. Peace.